Guys, this is Sean back again showing you a cool update to our new feature around notifications and smart calendar. Every time you open up Nuku loads 10 days worth of your phone calendar and it looks through all the meetings. As you can see, this morning I've got a meeting with Elliot Thompson from Wise River, and you notice that he's listed as an attendee. And what Nuku does is it looks through all of your calendar items each time you open up Nuku, and it goes through each one to find any people that are attending meetings from your phone calendar that live in Salesforce. And once it finds a meeting that's relevant to you as a salesperson, it then does two things, as you can see within notifications. And so in this case, I've got 3 notifications, an older one that's unread, and 2 new ones that came in this morning. The first one was a meeting briefing. That was sent to me 2 hours before the meeting. And it shows me all of the details that I have in Salesforce regarding the particular account and the person that I'm meeting with. And anywhere in here, I can tap on account and go into more detail about what do I know about the account in Salesforce. I can tap on attendee like Elliot, tell me about Elliot. I can see that I've got some open tasks, and I can say, hey, I've done all those already going into my meeting with Elliot. And so in Salesforce, I'm going to go ahead and just mark those as complete right here in the meeting briefing. And then I can go down and I can see that what Nuku has just done there is flagged all of those as complete in Salesforce. And then I can see all of my history that I've done with this particular account. And boy, do I have a lot of history in terms of meetings, phone calls, and so I can filter on phone calls. I can say, just show me my email, or I can see it all. And then, of course, I've got opportunities, and I can go in and I can drill down and say, show me what I've got in those opportunities. Now, that's going into the meeting. So it's to make you more prepared going into a meeting. Now, afterwards, what Nuku will do is send me a auto log event is what we call it, which basically says, hey, I already know you've met with me, Elliot, and I'm just going to go ahead and put it in your notification inbox, if you will, to log that meeting with Elliot from Wise River. Very simple to follow the form here in terms of I can add a subject, and I'm going to go ahead and just say this was in fact a meeting to review proposal in the subject of my particular log event, and I'm going to select an opportunity. It's going to be the Big Sky Solution opportunity. And I'm going to add a comment. This time I'm actually going to speak into it by hitting the microphone on the keypad. We had a great discussion about the proposal, period. He likes the pricing and the terms, and he's going to review it with his controller, period. So I go ahead and leave those notes in there, and I just hit done. That's going to be the note, and then I'm going to say, send him an email next week. So I'm going to follow up with Elliot next week, and what Nuku is going to do is going to create a new task for next week as a date. If I wanted to assign this to somebody else in my user database, I can by just selecting that and looking up other users, but I like it, and I'm going to go ahead and say, let's go. Now what Nuku is doing is 2 things. It just did it. One is it logged an activity, and I can always see things that Nuku has done on my behalf in Salesforce by just hitting that particular activity, and you can see that I have all my notes in there about that particular log event. I can see that I've got a follow-up action with the right date, all coming from Salesforce. And then finally, and very cool, I can see now details of the particular opportunity that I logged this activity with, and I can go in, see the details, and either hit the burger menu or swipe left to get my cool Nuku menu and say, I want to go ahead and edit this opportunity. And so I can go down and I can say, hey, I'm going to edit this opportunity and I want to change the date. I'm actually going to bring this date forward because I like what we talked about. I'm going to keep the I'm going to move the stage to negotiation review and keep everything else cool. And then say, let's go. And what I'm doing is I just, with Nuku, updated the opportunity that I just had a meeting with. So, very simply, Nuku briefs you going into meetings that it knows from your phone calendar, regardless of whether those phone calendar items come from Exchange or Gmail or any other back-end email provider. It's all from the phone, and we go through those items, see what people are present in your Salesforce, brief you going in with all the transactional history that you have, and then prompt you coming out to help you just quickly log the notes, create a next action if there is one, or edit anything about the opportunity that you want to do. Thank you very much.